Okay, this is our third call for our purification cleanse that we are using standard process. And Marilyn, thanks for being here. I am going to start by saying that it is a lot of smoothies to drink. I hope it's going well. This is day 4 for us who are in this group. And if you're doing it alone, this is a time-lapse video. You can start it whenever you'd like to and just stay motivated by listening to these 8 videos that will soon be up by the end of this 21-day purification cleanse. To start with, yes, we drink 2 to 3 smoothies a day. That's a lot of vegetables, fruit, berries, and the wellness formula powder. You can listen to that in the first video, what we're using. It's a lot. And the whole thing is to get all that goodness in and down and purify the organs. And then when we are complete with the 2 smoothies, it doesn't have to be gigantic cups. It's the 2 scoops. It's mixed with water. It's your favorite vegetables and fruit in the leafy greens. If it's crispy lettuce or if it's kale, whichever version it is. There is avocados, there is bananas, there is blueberries, there is cherries, pineapple, the whole thing. I will put the PDF and that goes to this standard process complete purification guide right underneath in the comments here on YouTube. So with that said, let's continue on. We said about the sugar last week, just to make sure that in case there's some confusion, no, there is no processed sugar allowed for these 21 days. It will interfere with the purifying of the organs using these SP Complete wellness formula and whole food fibers. It will crash and it will become an inflammation rather than a purification in our digestive tract. So that means that there is no white sugar. And I forgot to mention last time, there's certainly no blue, red, orange, pink, purple packaged sugars, even though it says 0 calories. No, they are not. We're not even going there. That's a big no. With that said, I know I was going to talk about the 10 superfoods. And the reason I wanted to bring them up for this cleanse is because it could be really nice to put some of that into our smoothies as well, and help the process of polishing our digestive tract off of stagnant residue of undigested or digested food that is just not leaving our digestive tract. Now, we're going to start with enzymes. This whole purification cleanse is all vegetables, fruit, berries. There are some beans. There are some legumes involved, which helps the process. Right. The quinoa helps the process and also fills us up a little bit. If you're celiac, no, don't do the quinoa. Listen to the previous 2 videos. However, what this does is that this fills us up with a lot of enzymes. What is enzymes? Enzymes is helping us digest food so that it helps us to start the digestion on from the tongue, from the saliva, from the tongue, from the saliva, down our food pipe, all the way down through the digestive tract. We have enzymes also in our stomach lining, helping us to digest food. So these enzymes, they help the breakdown of the healthy foods. They help to digest it. It helps with the elimination. It helps with the absorption. There's a whole other world of enzymes. They are good. We want enzymes. We get enzymes. We have our own enzymes, which we are equipped with to handle our digestion. But we go through life in this modern world, and we may eat some foods that are not real, that has half real, half processed, or maybe it's just processed. Maybe it has all the different additives in that are chemicals. Then our enzymes will be depleted because we are not feeding the body enzymes. Without enzymes, We gain weight, we get inflammations, we get stagnation in our joints because there's no proper digestion going on. We get digestive distress, and we also can get fatigue from that. So what I'm trying to say here is that this cleanse is like a big boost of getting more enzymes into our system from the smoothies, from the salads. We do our smoothies, 1, 2, 3. It's important to get this wellness formula in us because that's the one that helps us to speed up and to, in a nice, healthy way, to kind of kickstart our digestion and our elimination and cleaning out all the stuck things that we have in our bodies. That's why we're here. That's why you're listening to this video. And then we have our salad, our soup, our cooked, mixed, baked vegetables in the evenings with the protein that is allowed, that you can find below in the comments on the whole list of foods. So enzymes, we get enzymes with this cleanse from eating all of the real whole foods. There's enzymes in all real whole unprocessed foods. There is no enzymes in processed foods. If there is, it's very little. There's like no match compared to real foods. We have some ourselves. If we had processed foods, likelihood is, and we have inflammation, we have body aches and pains, we have skin rashes, we have headaches, we have joint pain, we have different immunity disorders. Chances are that our enzymes might be a little bit out of whack. So this will help. So I'm going to leave it there. And then we're going to hop over into our superfoods that I should know by heart by now. Yes, and I think Marilyn does too. But let's make sure we get them all. These, there is like, I would want to say that all whole real foods, it's a superfood who has all the goodness in it for us. Mm-hmm. But there is a study, and these are the 10 like above and beyond superfoods that have enzymes, vitamins, minerals that will just boost us. And it can boost also to like eat up undigested food that's laying around, that's getting us bloated, that makes us feel not that great. Maybe joint pain, maybe it's lower belly fat, maybe it's this and that, but that's also cortisol. So we'll talk that next video. Now we do the superfoods. Cacao is the first one. Raw cacao. You can put some in your smoothie. It can be a half of a teaspoon, something. You can also make hot cacao, water cacao. You can use, now we are talking about the cleanse, so that's why I'm giving suggestion. You can use coconut milk. Coconut milk in the can has, I believe, none of the additives. Coconut milk in the boxes, in the section, I think they have a whole bunch of, not a whole, but some of them have more than others of additives. I prefer the can. Or water, cacao, real raw cacao, one superfood, not mixed in with a whole bunch of processed food, because then it's like one takes out the other. And then we have goji berries, which is very high in vitamin C and huge in antioxidants, just like cacao. All of these 10 superfoods have a lot of antioxidants and will boost our immune system. And it will also, since they're all very high in vitamin C, they will also help to clean out our digestive tract, because vitamin C is kind of like polishing. Most of us know the vitamin C in our skin regime kind of polishes the skin. Same thing on the inside of the body. Cacao, goji berries, maca is a white root. Mainly we can buy it in powder form, and it is hormone balancer for all genders. It's great. It is a superfood. It helps our moods. It helps to balance our hormones. And it's another amazing superfood. A little goes a long way. Maca. And then we have the hemp products. We can buy seeds, powders. There's all kinds of different variations of it. And they can also, it's kind of bitter tasting for sure, but it can also go in the smoothies. And just remember, these superfoods, a very little goes a long way. 1/10 of a teaspoon first, to see, maybe then half of a teaspoon or something like that. And not straight in the mouth, but mix it up in your smoothie or in a tea or something. These are all, I shouldn't say all, but most of them are available in tea form too. They have protein, hemp products. They have protein, amino acid, and rich in iron and zinc, phosphorus, magnesium, and omega-3s. We want that. Spirulina, those are one of my favorites. It's a blue-green algae, and it's very high in antioxidants, and it cleans out candida really well. So it is just like brings in enzymes to the body and helps us with the digestive tract and help us with polishing inside and outside. I like to think of it that it's have a little mouth. I said this before, and it just kind of spins around and eats up all the debris, like cleans it out. Little goes a long way. And of course, check with your doctors if you're taking the specific medications, if any of these clashes with any sort of medication. Usually it doesn't. We can eat M&Ms and Lay's potato chips and things like that. The 10 superfoods should be up there above all of that. Right? And then we have bee products, honey, pollen, and propolis. Raw, of course, be aware when you buy honey that we are not buying honey that has been diluted with white processed sugar. Raw honey from a health food store is usually safe. Camu berry is one of the highest vitamin C on the planet. And that's also in a powder form for us here in North America. So go and check that out. It's nice to put that in as well. Sea vegetables is the 8th one. Kelp, dulse, nori, all of those. They have grown in the sun, in the sea. They are great thyroid balancers, and they are great for thyroid functions, and it is a hormone balancer function as well. Superfood, lots of antioxidants. This whole group of 10 superfoods have lots of antioxidants. And then we come to medicinal mushrooms, number 9. We have all seen and heard the coffees, the teas that are now we don't even have to buy the powders anymore or the mushroom itself. It is mixed in with a lot of things. The medicinal mushrooms is a superfood, not to be mixed up with hallucinogenic mushrooms. 2 very different things. We have lion's mane, turkey tail, reishi, and so on and so forth. They are an adaptogenic superfood. So again, a very little goes a long way. They have different functions. One is for the brain, one is for the nerves, that's combined, I believe. There is lots of information out there. One is for the muscles, one is for immunity, and they are truly a superfood as well. Very little goes a long way. And then if you would like to try it. And then number 10 of the additional superfoods is there's like a little group, but I'm going to just mention krill oil. That is a superfood because it is the highest of omega-3. If we needed that, krill oil, it has a different taste for sure. I'm still on flax oil and sometimes some cod liver oil. And then the other one is also to water, mega hydrate. Water, to flush. And the reason I brought up the enzymes and the 10 superfoods today is so that we can, if we feel like, wow, I'm drinking my smoothies, there's not much going on. Well, we're only on day 4. Yeah, drink that water. And we're only on day 4, but and sometimes it takes a little while if we have been eating certain foods, maybe the same foods over and over again, and maybe the body's like filled up on it and it starts to digest just the very vital things, then sometimes if we spice it up a little bit with a wee bit of superfood in that smoothie, it might kind of put some digestive juices going. Another thing, if we feel like the smoothies are, okay, I'm just drinking the smoothies, there's not much going on, put a little ginger root in there, or even ginger spice. Maybe some turmeric in there, root, just some spice or herb that kind of gets the digestive juices going. And when it comes to the meals in the afternoon or evening, mix it up. Or maybe have your meal in the middle of the day. Shake it up a little bit so your digestive tract is like, oh, okay, now we move this through. Now we move that through. And that is what, okay, I want to say another thing. There is one more thing that I thought was really good. Okay, so we got the enzymes, we got the superfoods down. Now we know that. This is a SP Complete Purification 21-day cleanse. So of course I want to say that the things that the whole foods that is in these wellness formula powders is plenty. It's plenty. They are put together to help us with elimination and detoxification. But if you needed some more, there was 10 extra if you needed them.
I have a question about
Yes.
the 10. It was like maybe number 8, some kind of a berry.
Yes. Okay. It was camu berry.
Can you spell that?
CAMU.
Camu.
Looks like a little small apple.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
The reason I'm not pulling it up is because it's difficult to get the whole Zoom video up because it gets very blurry.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah. It's a fun one. It's the highest source of vitamin C.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
And I'm sure, and maybe somebody who's listening to this will give some other suggestions down below in the comments along the years. You never know, since this will be on YouTube. But from there and on, okay, so juice. Can we drink juice? Yes, we can drink whole, real juice. That could kick up the elimination too, if we needed to. Juices, yes. Not just juices. Don't put the juice with the powder. It becomes so much carbohydrate, sugar spike because there's already vegetables, fruits in the smoothie with a wellness formula. Let's let that work for the digestive system. And if we do a juice, like, I don't know, maybe we'll do a grapefruit juice, mango juice, something like that, then just dilute it with water. But if we needed something, for sure. And the best thing would, of course, be to bring out our juicers and juice. Do like the real juice. That just no juices that have any sort of added sugar to it. It's like the Knutson's or something like that, like the organic kind. That's what I recommend. Look at the list. Get some different foods that you might not always eat. And then that will also help to kind of kickstart, because there are some new enzymes from these whole foods coming in, and maybe that's what our body needs. We might have a lifetime of foods that we might have eaten that have taken enzymes away from our digestive tract, and maybe that's why we are here trying to purify our body and making it a better place. But then if we introduce real whole foods that we haven't introduced before, then maybe the enzymes can be refilled again in our body or replenished. And it's again important to also say there's a lot of smoothies, we don't have to chew it, but when it comes to the salads or the fruits or the berries that we eat or the soups, the beans, chew. The more we chew, the easier it is for the digestive tract to absorb the nutrients 30 times, I believe. So have fun with counting with that. And then, oil pulling. Maybe we would like to do, this will be the last thing, and then we'll save the rest for Monday. Oil pulling. Okay, what is oil pulling? We may take a tablespoon of sesame oil. Maybe it's olive oil, maybe it's avocado oil, any oil that is real and raw. You take one of those tablespoons. You do not swallow this oil at any time, but just flush it again around in your mouth. Flush, 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 flush through your teeth, through your mouth. And that's the same thing as cleaning our skin with oils. We get the debris out of the skin. Same thing happens in the mouth and for the gums. And again, we get to clean out anything that is holding our enzymes back. We get to kind of freshen it up. So when we are ready, when we have flushed and flushed and flushed around, done this, it's called oil pulling. When we have done this, it's an Ayurvedic tradition, then maybe we'll do it for 10 seconds first. And then who knows, maybe we'll do it for 3 minutes. When we feel ready, we take paper tissue out with the oil, throw it in the garbage, not in the toilet, don't spit it in your sink, and certainly do not swallow it. And then after that, we can brush our teeth, we can scrape our tongue even more. And then we have this nice, clean, fresh, polished beginning of digestive system.
What about flax oil for that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I think any oil. The flax oil, the only reason that all the other oils are good to drink too. But flax oil sometimes is something that we buy just for the omega oils to drink.
Oh, yeah.
So the reason I didn't say that is because then it would be like a little bit of a waste to buy those expensive flax oils, which is so good, but to spit it out. The sesame oil, I believe, is the most recommended one. I mean, certainly we cook with that too. So yeah, but choose the one that maybe don't have all of those oils. You can definitely do it with flax oil. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. I was just curious on that.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Yeah, the one feedback I have is that one person is feeling sleek and slender after the first 4 days. So that's kind of fun. And the first places that we usually notice it is that maybe in the face, and then it goes down towards the rib cage, and of course the lower abdominals is sometimes, the hips is sometimes like the last. So do stick with it, and it will change our digestion, and it will change our absorption of nutrients. And I think that is, we're going to save where is our organs. We'll save that for next time. We'll talk about cortisol next time. And that's it. That's going to be a big talk.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to hang up, but I'm going to say thank you and close out this recording.